Hi guys, Ryukamara here, and I'm with Cybrex,
Hello.
and we're gonna be doing Seduce Me. I played this game to death, so I pretty much know all the routes. I know when he's gonna fuck up and know when he's not. If we can, we're gonna try and do every route, and that even includes the bad endings. So Oh, and by the way, if you like this game, then word of warning, we are tearing it to shreds. Even though I love this work that Michaela did, especially since this is a free game as well, and it's fully voice acted. So, kudos to the voice actors and Michaela for making a great fucking game.
We are making it even greater. You have to see that.
But yeah, what you guys also have to realize is that if you have played this game and if you've heard the bloopers, which Cybrex will eventually hear, which are great, mind you, then you know that the actors don't take themselves seriously anyway. So we're making fun of this out of love, okay? So no one get on our ass about it. And I'm just quickly proving that there's no save files. Look, there's absolutely none around whatsoever.
I really hope though the voice actors are as good as we.
They're not terrible.
I mean,
So
they can't be possibly, but let's not hope that too.
okay, we're starting a new game. This is a fictional interactive narrative. Any character resemblance to real life people are purely coincidental. Also, please note that the following game is made for PG-16 audiences. Please note that there are sexual and violent themes which are explored in this game. Trigger warnings, abuse, implied rape, and suicide. You have been warned.
What if you tricked me into again?
So
This
basically,
woman is crazy. Help me.
so basically,
She's keeping her in her cellar. Please rescue me.
so basically, if any of these don't agree with you, get the fuck out now. All right, you've been warned. The game is offered a warning, and I was nice enough to let you guys see this warning, so hence you've been warned. So no bitchiness, no like flagging it or whatever. You had plenty of warning. It's been here for like a good minute already for
The
you guys
warning
to
should
see.
be the Cybrex in the title.
Warning: Cybrex triggered. Okay, right. Please enjoy.
Why, hello.
There's rape and violence.
My, aren't you a gorgeous sight?
Well, thank
Can I
you.
be honored enough to know your name?
So I got two names.
Oh boy, here we go.
We can either do one is more harmless. We can either do herpes, which is nice, but we could also do crystal, and it's really important that you pronounce it crystal.
Crystal.
Oh, like with AHL.
Crystal.
Crystal. Or you could go for herpes. I'll let you choose this one. It's fine.
Well, Crystal actually sounds like a nicer name than herpes.
Okay, then herpes for the next game. It is.
Oh god. Alright, how do you spell it?
C
Yep.
R Y S T A H L.
Oh, Crystal. Right, I see. Crystal! We're a posh bitch.
We
What?
we're a posh bitch playing a trash game.
Actually, our character in this game is a posh bitch. So there you go.
Who says herpes can't be a posh bitch? I bet you won't. Maybe you won't find a girl called herpes who is a posh bitch, but there might be.
It's like spontaneous booty out of South Park.
Wow.
Oh god. Okay, I'm pressing enter.
A lovely name for a lovely person like you. Wonderful.
Dorian Gray.
Eric, do your job.
Blow me.
Very well. This game was produced by Seraphim Entertainment under the direction of Michaela Laws and is powered by Ren'Py Visual Novel Engine. We truly hope you'll enjoy this story. I know I'll enjoy it since you'll be in it.
Ah, oh, darling.
Eric.
Fine. Farewell, my
Oh,
sweet.
the king. Oh, it's so cringy. By the way, is this the same voice actor for all the guys?
No, it's all different people.
Okay, it's actually someone different. Okay, then.
Yes, they all do different. There are 5 different guys, and it's if you think that's
One
hilarious.
guy with split personality doesn't count.
No one has a split personality. So, well, at least, I'm not saying much. Alright, fuck it. Fuck off. Alright. Somewhere.
Come on. Is
Oh,
that all you
already.
got?
Pardon?
Implied rape, violence.
Yes, straight out the gate. There you go.
By the way, rape.
What was that?
Already mentioning the asshole. This is really about a rape game, right? It's called Seduce, but all you're doing is raping bitches. The rape simulator.
Oh god, that's the title of the video, the rape simulator.
Walk at night alone simulator.
Crap! Missed. Let's retreat for now.
No kidding. Let's get out of here.
That's right.
Brazzer.
You better run, you stupid punks. Stay out of our territory.
Whether call it fate or call it coincidence, that one moment of violence started a chain of events I will never forget.
This formula, created in the 70s, is one of the most important in the field of financial theory. It is used to calculate the price of European
Oh,
style
blah, blah, blah.
widely used by option marketers.
Is he
Though
talking
there
about
are some
Luke?
discrepancies that are now corrected.
Loop. Oh god. By the way, just so you know, there are 5 main guys you can pursue, but there's one other guy you can pursue, and there's 3 females you can pursue as well. So, and there's also an independent ending. So, lots of endings. So
Let's go for this one. We're playing a dating sim, and we'll end up all alone again.
you know what? Funnily enough, there's a lot of games that I have where there's an achievement where you end up alone, and it's like, wow.
How did you manage to do that?
I had to look up a walkthrough because I don't like being alone.
When you're so introvert, you play a dating sim only to end up alone.
God. Yes, I want to imitate my real life too much.
Okay, that's getting real sad now.
It's sad but true.
By the way, this is... Oh my god, this is Miss Phillips.
No, that's our character.
Oh, this is Miss... Oh, Crystal.
Yeah, Crystal
Yeah, she
Anderson.
looks like excuse me, but she looks like a fucking Crystal. She's like a cunt from miles away. Excuses for everyone who's named Crystal. You
Oh god. Rain. It's been a long time since we've gotten rain around here, but it's the season for rainy weather, so that's not exactly surprising. Personally, I love the sound of it. The way the raindrops fell, like the soft tapping of fingers, it was soothing. Even looking at the droplets hit the glass of the window was strangely calming. And you are obviously bored out of your fucking mind.
She's in school, what do you expect?
For this reason, I felt lucky for having a seat next to the window, though I did spend more time staring outside than I did paying attention in class, like any normal kid would.
Maybe not in a school for fancy ass bitches named Crystal.
The lectures in class were pretty boring. Miss Phillips's voice wasn't sorific.
Soporific? No idea what.
Nope, even I don't know. Fuck off. If anyone knows what that, I took English literature, and even I don't know what the fuck that means.
These are only
So-
words only people like that are named Crystal. It's not important.
Right. If anyone knows what that specific word is at this point,
It's
put
probably something like super sexy.
timestamp this bit and tell us what the fuck that word means, because neither of us can figure it out. So there you go. But just wasn't interested in what she was saying. And since it was the period right before lunch, all I could think about was doing other things in my free time. Again, like any normal high school student.
Yeah, exactly. Like this. Like what she said.
Honestly, I didn't really care much for economics. Ugh.
Like, I'm Crystal and I have economics at school because I want to be a business major.
Ugh, how boring. No offense to people who took economics, but I find that shit boring as fuck. Sure, I had good grades in my class, but that was only because I read the textbook and did my assignments as I had to.
And because I'm named Crystal.
I was only taking this class because it was mandatory. If it were up to me, I would have taken another course. Luckily, it was my senior year, so after this semester, it would mean the end of high school courses forever. Thank God for that. I didn't hate high school. It was just kind of mundane how the days drifted on as if there were no end to it. I know how the fuck that feels.
Welcome to university.
The only thing I really enjoyed about going to school was meeting my friends and hanging out with them, but that was kind of it. In short, I was done with high school. The start of second semester brought a note of finality to it. I'd already applied to many universities the semester prior, and I was expecting replies sometime in the next few months. It seemed like the start of something new, something that would change. That is, if things could change. I stared at the faint outline of raindrops in the distance. For now, I was stuck in this class.
Miss Anderson.
Miss Phillips's raised voice interrupted my train of thought. That was a raised voice? That was raised?
When she's whispering, she's like...
Fuck's sake! I had a teacher when I was in year 5
By
called...
the way, why is this woman so incredibly asymmetrical? Why is her left boob so fucking large? And even her dress is tailored asymmetrical. This really bothers me. And why looks her face like a potato you painted some eyes on? Like,
I'm just gonna have to make a potato. I'm just gonna have to do a potato now with googly eyes on it where her face
This
is.
face doesn't have any depth to it. It's basically, look at the shadows. It's basically just in the
Well,
middle
no,
of the
but
sky.
bear in mind this is a free game and this was their first try. Okay, cut them a break. Okay,
Okay.
so and this game doesn't cost any money. So again, cut them a break. Okay, so just when I was thinking about class, I quickly turned my head to face the teacher. Hopefully she didn't pick me just because she noticed I was spacing out. Yes, ma'am?
Would you care to name the equation I set up on the blackboard?
Oh, I think I read about that in the textbook last night. It should be the Black-Scholes module formula?
Very good.
The black
intelligence,
holes
Miss
model
Anderson.
formula.
I haven't got a fucking clue what any of that shit is.
The black holes formula. Look that up on the internet.
I'd rather pass, thanks. It's something I'm never going to be remotely interested in, so I'll pass. Anderson. It followed me wherever I went. Most people didn't really know me by my first name, but rather by my surname. Well, that's just sad. No doubt since the surname was the trademark of the internationally famous and... fuck this word.
Philanthropic.
Thank you. Anderson Family Toys. And because the founder was my own grandfather. Suzu, one of my best friends, turned around and proudly gave me a punch to the shoulder.
Kick ass, girl.
What the fuck? Which hairdresser do you on? Why does no ever have a normal hairdressing style? Is a ponytail too much to ask?
Yes.
She looked like... Why? Imagine the teacher going to a hairdresser. The hairdresser's like, no, what do you want to get for him? She's like, just take a fucking... just cut a square in my face. That's it.
From beside me, I heard Naomi, another one of my best friends, clearing her throat in obvious disapproval of Suzu's choice of words.
She means good job.
Miss Capini.
Bitch.
Oi.
Care to tell me who the creators of this formula were?
Some guys named Black and Shoals.
That's something I'd say.
What kind of belt does she have?
Oh, Suzu?
Maybe she's so thin that no, the other bitch.
Oh, Naomi.
Maybe she's so thin that a hairband fits.
It might just be an accessory on the front. You know how there are girly belts like that.
What a pubic accessory. Did you ever want your vagina wearing a bow? Here you go.
Hey, there are women who bloody shave their bloody hair down there to actually resemble a shape or something. So,
Maybe she looks like Snow White down there with the bow in its hair.
God.
With a silky smooth white skin and black hair.
Oh,
red
God.
lips.
I
You
don't-
know what I mean.
I don't want to know.
Fisher Black and Myron Shoals.
Very good, Miss Patterson.
Show off. Better study next time, Suzu. Be like us and study once in a while.
Yeah, it's one of those openings which are like, oh, okay, this happens, okay, whatever, blah blah blah, and then suddenly, BAM! Something happens. So Suzu rolled her eyes and slouched into her chair as Naomi gave her a small smirk. She always pouted when Naomi showed her up.
That's the end of today's lecture. Now,
And
let's
Suzu's
separate into
like-
groups and work on your projects. Remember.
And Suzu's like, what?
everything is due on Monday. Go ahead
Susan's like,
now.
well, at least my eyes don't glitch over my hair, bitch.
No, instead her eyebrows do.
Yeah.
Before I knew it, Suzu and Naomi had scooted their desks to align with mine, and we turned into the Three Musketeers. Oh boy.
They are friends?
Yeah.
One is a total bitch? Can we just... Action number 1, unfriend her.
Whenever the teacher lets the students decide on groups, we always get grouped together in our little trio. It was a sheer stroke of luck that we all managed to be in the same class, so we had to at least take the opportunity to stick together as much as we could. Antisocial bastards! Then again, that's high school in a fucking nutshell. High school, secondary school, whatever.
In high school, if you open up to someone, you'll regret it.
Yes.
Sooner or later.
Yes, you will. Besides, we were most comfortable around each other than, say, compared to being around any other classmate. It just made sense for us to put our heads together for any kind of project. I took out the poster we were working on and rolled it open onto the free desks. Wait. If you rolled it open, that means it's just going to roll back down unless you got something to keep it in place. Believe me, I have a ton of fucking old artwork that's rolled up right now.
Maybe she just has Suzu and Bitch B hold the edges. She's like, you hold this and I'll work. I'll do a better job than you anyway.
Oh god.
Like, I'm Crystal, you know.
I'm Crystal, bitch.
Crystal and the others.
We were pretty much finished with fulfilling most of the guidelines for the project, though we still have a few finishing touches here and there. After working on making the poster a bit prettier, we sat back and inspected our work to see what we still had to do. Naomi, as usual, was the first to look for any issues. She lightly tapped the pencil against her chin, staring intently at the project.
Alright, so let's see. We finished the budgeting section, the building leasing, and the cost for labor. What else do we need?
Suzu straight...
It's incredibly racist, but why am I uncomfortable that Naomi isn't black?
Hey, I know a Naomi who's white, so that's not right. Except she's not ginger, so...
I mean, I have nothing against the name.
Suzu straightened up to look at the poster and stroked her chin. After a few seconds, her face brightened and she spoke up.
How about a company name?
Huh? Did we really skip over that?
Of course we did. You always go straight into the logical statistics and stuff that you completely skip over the fact. We need a name for our project.
Yeah, it's pretty much stereotypical high school stuff at the moment. Sorry!
Except we didn't have to choose a name for... Was it logical statistics? No.
No, we do get to choose a name for it, but not a name of our own choice, sadly. We got to side with one of these two. So...
At least we caught it this time. What do we name it?
Dildo testing cup.
Not sure.
What do you think?
It always came down to me. Whenever there was something to be named or titled, I was the master and ending decision, even when I didn't want to be.
I like Trinity Corporations.
That is way too predictable. How about the Dragon
What?
Company?
What
does
does Dragon
have
to do with
our
anything?
project?
Yeah, see, like, even Naomi just said it!
Exactly.
What? It's a totally unpredictable name. It's hot.
But our
Yeah, you're not
company
hot.
sells bubble gum.
Who said we can't produce spicy bubble gum?
What the fuck? Why does he remind of you so hard? We're not going for her.
What do you think?
Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, obviously we're not going for the fucking dragon thing.
So we're going for the Trinity Corporations.
Yeah, exactly. What the fuck?
Alright. Both of them looked at me expectantly, even though I wasn't quite sure myself. I didn't really want to choose sides, but if it were up to me, I would say... We're saving it first, so shove off. Right.
It shouldn't. Yeah. But wait. We want to make this game as correct as possible, right?
Oh god.
Probably go for the Dragon Company. Because fuck this game.
Okay, we're going for the Dragon Company then, yes?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, fine.
It's absolutely
Booyah!
mental.
Dragon Company it is!
Alright, now that
Well
we've
said.
decided on a name, now what?
As we ended our name game, a giggle scrambled my thoughts. Huh? Who was that?
Ignore it. It's just Lisette.
I looked over my shoulder to see her laughing with her circle of friends, mostly comprised of popular people that were practically friends with everyone in the school. Well, friends is a quote unquote like statement where they know people, but they're not friends with them. And they'll only be friends with them when they want something from them. So
If Lisette gets to die in this game, can you then say in a really low voice, reset?
well, slight spoilers. You can get into a fist fight with her later if you want. So
Yes. We are going to do that.
oh boy. As the result, everyone in the school knew them. It was the center and in the center of all of it was Lizette White.
She's named White. How stereotypical can you possibly get?
Well, Suzu's called Suzu Capini, and she's at part Italian, so how much more stereotypical can you get?
Ah, the signorina. Okay.
Oh god. Except Suzu's not as hot as Karamia.
Yeah, Karamia wasn't the signorina. Usually.
Oh, come on, get out. Sorry, I'm fiddling with my tobacco here. Get out! Right, there we go.
Smoking kills children.
Yes, I don't care. And that sounded so wrong. Smoking kills children. I don't care.
Smoking kills children. And it's like, but only if the cashier doesn't hand them over quickly enough.
Oh shit. Get the fucking thing open.
Could you please fucking say the thing in the game? I don't chew any fucking tobacco? Okay, I'll do it in the meantime.
Yeah, you do it in the meantime.
And with the post it indicated she was still working, but she also was willing to casually chat about her day. She had an endearing balance of charismatic and awkward, which was very apparent when she first talked to someone.
This is really straining. Could you please click?
You can just say it in your normal voice, it's fine, it's just narration, so...
Oh, okay then. It was easy to make her smile, and she was quite a comedian as well. Basically, she was not that she was like a robot or something, but she was the student that everyone else wanted to be, and most of all, she was white.
No, she is white.
This set was white, bright, easygoing, and above all, she had a future laid right out in front of her. Unlike the average student, she knew what she wanted to do after high school, and as a result, she was confident and ambitious, though sometimes it could rub a lot of people the wrong way. Moreover, I had known her ever since I was young, but I had ultimately resulted in a rivalry that continued today. You're ready with the tobacco, right?
I'm just doing a roll, and then once I finish rolling it, I'll be ready.
She's so lazy.
I'm lazy, yeah, because I'm rolling my own tobacco cigarette, yeah. If I was lazy, I would have bought straight.
Dear guest.
Hey, I'm gonna have to be doing most of the actually, sorry, scratch that. Other than the voice acted bits, I am gonna have to do all the reading in this game. So fuck off, okay? It won't kill you to read it for 5 minutes.
What is all the other game where it's like one bitch and 100 dudes you can pursue? Like even the teachers need to be male just for the lols. Endless.
Nameless, not endless.
It just felt like endless.
Alright,
Those are my friends.
I'm finished.
Yeah, now you have the cigarette in your mouth. Great deal, real good. I'm really prepared for this.
Of course, my friends knew what was between us, and upon seeing me glance at her, they shifted their attention to her.
She doesn't even look like she's working, in my opinion.
She probably is.
No one asked for
She's
your
too much
opinion.
of a stuck-up priss to allow herself to look like she's actually doing work.
You see, she's the suck-up priss, not us.
Oh, come
Yeah,
on,
but-
Suzu. She may be a little off-putting, but she's not the giant priss that you're making her seem to be.
I think she is, but you know, matter of preference. Anyway, you were saying
I wasn't saying anything. For once, I shut up.
you were gonna say something.
Oh no, I'll keep the sarcastic comments for me for now.
The day she isn't a priss is the day I turn into you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Never mind. It's about time. Let's bail.
So unsurprisingly, Susie was the first out of the classroom, slinging her backpack over her shoulder with ease as she quickly strolled out of the room.
Her seat isn't even closest to the exit, and she always manages to be the first one out of the door. I don't think I'll ever understand that.
That was me. Fuck school.
Well, you don't need time to pack your bag if you didn't take anything out in the first place. Yeah, the second one, obviously.
I wish I was as fast as her getting out of here. Naomi folded her arms close to her chest, giving me a disappointed look.
Oh, not you too. She's turning you into a delinquent.
Excuse me, I nearly choked on my cigarette. It's a joke, Naomi.
Well,
Yeah,
it's not
you're a
really
joke.
funny.
You're neither
Man,
funny.
you guys are slow. Are you coming or what?
We heard you the first time. Not everyone has rocket boosters attached to their legs when the bell rings.
Well, most people should.
Not everyone comes as quickly as you, Naomi.
Are you kidding me? That class was ridiculously boring. Even Miss Valedictorian here was dozing off a bit.
I do admit I was spacing out, and just because I answered one question doesn't mean I'm automatically the valedictorian.
Okay, so it wasn't too interesting. But you should at least pay attention when Phillips is talking about the important parts. So you finally admit it. We're finally on the same wavelength. Welcome to the club, Patterson. Please, don't call me by my last name. This isn't the classroom. And never in a million years will we ever see things eye to eye.
Despite this, they both burst out in laughter. Normally, anyone would think opposites like them would never associate with each other, but even though they were so different, their friendship somehow made a lot of sense. Maybe they were just the perfect complements. Bleh?
Compliments.
Oh, I did read that right. It looks weird. I don't know why. It looks weird to me.
You can also say compliments, but wait, freedom to you.
Perfect compliments or personality just didn't dictate the probability of their friendship. After all, we three had been best friends since preschool.
Alright, so where are we heading to first? Cafeteria? I think we can all agree that we're really hungry, especially after hearing about our company's line of deliciously spicy bubblegum. Who would even buy that? I wonder.
Not me.
No one.
Me? I would pay good money to get a taste of it.
Weirdo.
Would get good money to get a taste of soup.
You do like spicy food after all. We entered the cafeteria, a bustling room filled with aromas of different kinds of foods. As we got in line, we ordered our meals and chatted freely.
Cajun fries and the spicy chicken burger for me. That's my definition of a good meal. I'll take a tuna sandwich and some juice. You're probably going to need water or something to curb all that spicy flavor, Suzu. I can't be tamed by the likes of that. If it's spicy, then it's gotta be all or nothing. You're crazy. Hell yeah, I'm crazy. I think I'm getting a migraine.
And you're like, Jesus Christ, how much do these girls talk?
You know, if those were my problems in high school, this would be nice.
Yes, I had way more problems than that during high school. I think I'll go with...
You know what? We're crystals, so we're having a nice tuna fish sandwich and, you know, bottled water, room temperature.
A tuna sandwich sounds pretty good right now anyway. Once we got our food, we settled down in one of the empty tables, putting our backpacks aside and to finally dig into our food. Safely dig into our food? What the fuck? Suzu leaned back in her chair, tilting it back so that she could rest her feet on the table by her food.
Alright then. Is there anything we want to talk about? Bored already? I know. Let's talk about... Say boys and I will never speak to you ever again.
She's a lesbian.
Well, no shit, she's a romance option, so what the fuck do you expect? They're both romance options.
We're not going for someone who actually expects us to take the Dragon Coney as their project name. Definitely not.
Well, Naomi's a romance option too, so... But these are like the meh romance options. No offense, but they are. That nothing really interesting happens in them.
Of course we're going to Hot Dew this turn.
Huh?
Of course we're going to Hot Dew this turn.
Aw, why not?
If there's a teacher option, we go for this.
Guys. Not like any of us are gonna get boyfriends anytime soon.
Story.
Yep. Suzu is me if I had a bit more attitude and I was shorter.
We don't know that. What if one of us does get a boyfriend? Like that's going to happen, Naomi. Look at us. I'm a tiny Italian. You're a ditzy blonde.
Hey, that's not blonde.
Hey! No offense. And Anderson here. Well, I guess she could land a boyfriend or girlfriend if she wants. Or girlfriend? She can be a lesbian if she wants.
Oh my god, this game is so painfully cringy.
That's okay, Suzu. I'm not sure I want a boyfriend
lesbians
yet.
are treated like another species. Don't get involved with these lesbian.
Well, no, it's the same. It's the same with any like gay relationship. Anyway, it's like, oh my god, it's like so taboo. Why do you want to be gay? Like, oh my god.
Every time I play these games, I know why someone would want to be gay.
Maybe she's just not interested in a relationship, Suzu.
Well, it wasn't really about wanting a relationship, but more of there was no one interesting enough to be in a relationship with. Harsh.
She's a bitch.
Yeah.
Crystal is a bitch. Good that we named her Crystal.
Don't get me wrong, I'm an open person. Yeah, you sound it by
Yeah.
saying that, yeah.
You're an open person, so you're just not.
But there were not many interesting guys in the school to go out with. To be perfectly fair, I can kind of see where she's coming from. I thought the same thing when I was in secondary school. All the guys were just so far up their own asses.
Do you mean where she's coming from or what she's coming from?
Where she's coming
Okay.
from.
Good that we clarified that.
Why would I say what she's coming from?
Yeah, you know, these games. They're doing crazy things with me. Messing with my head.
Yes, these games do fuck with your head. Who knows? Time will tell. Naomi,
Time.
I don't know what the time's nearly 10:30 at night. So for you, it's nearly 11:30. Fuck, we better move. Naomi looked at me, wanting to continue the conversation. However, before she could speak, the speakers in the caf started up, an announcement echoed through the cafeteria.
Miss Anderson, please come to the main office immediately. Please bring your things with you.
Finally, the fucking moment.
Oh my.
Looks like our plans have been cut short. The men in
Just
white
like you.
coats have finally come to get you.
Suzu, don't joke around. What if it's serious?
Ah,
better.
fine. If something happens,